Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going. I've got a list. We got some food to make. I'm going to make a bunch of food today. And then I'm also like, I have to do a lot of extras today, like some stuff that's, that we make in homemade make. And so I can put that in the freezer. So I'm going to make meals for today and do those extras. And then tomorrow, the weekend, I'm actually going to film too because I want to make a few things for the weekend. But I'm not going to have time today. So today we also have a event to go to today. So it's time frame just not going to happen. So I'm like, you know what? I'll film today and I'll film tomorrow. I'm like, that'll work good that way. So, but you'll still get food today and some recipes and yummy stuff. So I'm going to start out first. I've got ribs over here in the slow cooker. They're frozen solid. So I just put them in there and turn them on high so they can kind of get a little bit separated because I don't want to throw them in the microwave. And then I have a lot of cucumbers in my refrigerator and I usually kind of wait till the end till they go bad. We have not been eating them, and so for a while, like you eat a ton, then you don't eat a ton. So I want to make pickles with those. So I was just sitting on my phone trying to find my recipe for my pickles. Remember, I made some refrigerated ones. I followed somebody else's recipe and they were so sour. So sour. I think I got them, I'm trying to think where I saw them at. They were just like really sour. And I was like, ugh, no, I don't like those. And the next one I made, and I made it twice, I believe. And do you think I could find that? No. Do you think I'd write that down? No. So, do you think I'd remember which one it was? No. So I finally getting smart, like the caramel apples, finally put it in my cookbook here, what the recipe is. So I wrote in the front here, which I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping this is the recipe I use. Let me know because, I'll let you know when I taste it, but these are good. They're not too like sour, and I think that they are good. So I think it's 4 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, salt, and then sugar. And I've got, Miss Barbara sent me pickle crisp granules. Oh wait, are these? Oh wait, that's not, would that be salt? I was just thinking, is pickle crisp granules? I gotta do a quick Google on it, hold on. Okay, quick Google shows us that is not salt, it is just a crisper. I was thinking it was pickle salt. So I will just add this to it, it just makes it crisp. That's a good thing. So I'm gonna add 4 cups of water in here, and then we're gonna get 2 cups of vinegar. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think that's the ratio. Because it wasn't that I think the first one was like a lot of vinegar, and it was definitely like way too puckery. I was like, ooh, we can't do that. But this was a nice little mixture, and I don't have my Himalayan salt, so the salt I have won't make them turn pink. So 2 of that, and then it's funny, whenever I go to do my baking, I'm always missing my little measuring scoop. Like, where is it? I'm like, somebody puts it in a different area. So what did I say, tablespoon? Let me look here. I know, I'm a little tired this morning. 2 tablespoons of salt. So I'm just gonna have to do a big guess here and put some salt in here. Hopefully it'll be good. And then a little bit of sugar. And that was just a teaspoon of sugar, so we're gonna have to eyeball this. This shouldn't take too long to go because the salt will easily dissolve. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. Okay, so while that's boiling over there, I'm gonna start on my breakfast meals. What I'm gonna do, I've been trying to do one bigger meal for breakfast for the weekend. So last week we did the omelets. This week, I haven't done this in a long time, baked brunch sandwiches. I made this for Ashlyn's wedding brunch. It's been a long time. Do you remember like when French toast casserole was like huge, or baked French toast? Like, we haven't had French toast in a long time. It's been many, many years. It's one of those things you go through and it's like, is it as good as you remember? I'm sure it is. But baked brunch sandwiches, this is really good because it's like a ham and cheese sandwich. And then you just pour egg over it and let it sit overnight. Bake it in the oven in the morning, it'll be delicious. So when you come back tomorrow, you'll see it baked. So for this one, we have made it a couple different ways. So basically you make your bread here. I'm gonna butter both sides. I'll just butter one side, set it down, put ham on it. We're gonna use provolone cheese and then put some mustard on one side. Tomato in it is so good. I know not everybody loves tomato, so I only put it on a couple, probably the ones that Greg and I eat. The kids can have the other ones, but it is really good. And then you put the top on top, you mix up your eggs and pour it on top. It's really good. It's one of those things where you're like, just something different. Haven't had in a long time a great brunch meal. So let me butter, let's put it in the pan. So this, you can either let it sit for just a little bit and then bake in the oven, but I will let it sit overnight. It will absorb all that egg, and then I'll go put it in the oven. It'll kind of puff up a little bit and make great little brunch sandwiches. So come back tomorrow and see that. So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator, and this one is done. Okay, I found this. It was in the cup cupboard because that's where that is. So pancakes, whip those together. I got tons of sprinkles, so I put sprinkles in there. I'm gonna go over here and just do tiny ones. They like them, it's easy. I was like, why is it not coming out? The sprinkles are so big. So I put my little, not Hawaiian, Floridian ones inside there. So I'll just have to cut the tips. So this is good. These will cook. I was going to do some egg cups, but I do have, there's a few more left in there. So no sense making them if they're already in there. So they'll probably eat those up today, but we'll have the pancakes. We'll make the brunch tomorrow. If I got to make more, you're coming back tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, I mean, you can come Monday, but Monday I'll have some more made too. So we'll let these cook, and we're just going to keep making stuff. So I made my pancake mixture a little bit runnier, and that's okay. So they just kind of come out of the thing a little bit quicker, but it's good. We'll have some pancakes here. I also put some refried beans. I pulled some out of the freezer. So I'm just putting them right here to kind of thaw, because I'm gonna make something for lunch with those. Okay, in between the pancakes, I'm gonna cut up my cucumbers in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic, and I've got dehydrated, freeze-dried dill. I got my pancakes done. These I just mixed up, so that little batch will do like 2. These obviously are bigger than a quart. I don't even know what size these are. Probably need to use some glass jars. I will. So I put in that pickle stuff. It says it's crisper. This is a great way to use up, or not even use up, just use these long ones. Like, we really like the refrigerated pickles. And so they don't last forever, obviously, in the refrigerator. They're not gonna last just a few weeks in there, but so good. So look at that. And I have found, like, yeah, you can buy the fresh dill, but it's dehydrated, freeze-dried, not dehydrated, freeze-dried dill, not the, I'm sure the other stuff would be just fine too. So all the stuff, nice and garlicky. I put this in the refrigerator. This is a favorite. They love this. So just gotta put them up front so they see them. Okay, finally moving. I feel like it took me a little bit of time to get that stuff done. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got water boiling in the back for a macaroni salad. And then on the right, I've got water boiling for pasta and broccoli and chicken tonight because we have an event tonight, but I just need something lighter to eat, just something small. The kids will eat that. And then the one in the front is eggs because I'm going to, it's not even on. I'm going to open up, remember the gigantic Miracle Whip, because I told you the Miracle Whip fake version of the store is gross, and some of you said it tastes horseradishy. I agree completely, and I was thinking maybe it's just me, maybe I bought bad stuff. No, it's the stuff has definitely changed, and so I didn't want to get 2 small jars because we use so much of this, so surely I thought we can go through a big giant container of Miracle Whip over the next little while. So I was gonna open it, so I thought, why don't I just make egg salad too, because we'll eat it, so that'll be a good thing. So for lunch today, I'm gonna use up, we did those burrito bowls yesterday, so I've got a lot of beef left over. So it's not a favorite of the kids. I like it, it's not a favorite of the kids. So I thought, what can I do with it? I've got some refried beans, so I'm gonna mix it together with that and some salsa. Taco season, we used to do these all the time back in the day when I froze a lot of things because I had a lot of kids at home and no time. When you have a lot of kids at home, it's good to have things on hand. I have 6, which is not a ton. Better than the older ones, and they're teenage girls, and Jensen's there too, obviously, and Steven, but they don't eat like boys do. So my boys eat a lot more. So I had Greg, I had Colin, I had Evan, and they just eat more than girls do. So just more food was helpful. So it's just different. It's different. So I'm gonna put refried beans in here, the beef and salsa. I'm not gonna put any cheese because of the dairy, and they can add that separately, and then just mix it up. I'm gonna make a little burrito bowl here for Jaden to take to work, and it's good. So I'm going back and forth. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Do I freeze some? I'll make some for today, put them over there. They have those for lunch. And then the rest, there's like going to be like a very few. But these are good, just beef bean burritos. So delicious. We make these all the time. It's like the beef and bean burritos you buy, frozen at the store. You make it yourself, but you can buy it as well too. No guilt, no shame. If you buy it yourself, that's fine, but you can whip it together. These were all fragments. They were leftover refried beans, the leftover from the burrito bowls last night. So nothing going to waste. Isn't that funny how like you don't make burritos for a while? You're like, how much stuff do you add in there? I always like to overfill them because I always do. So this is 1, 2, 3. There's 6 over there. That'll be good for lunch. I have to go get some more burritos, and then I'm just thinking maybe I should save them for the weekend. Maybe they'll eat them. I could. Maybe I'll mix them up and just put them in the refrigerator, and they can cook them themselves. And if not, I'll put them in the freezer. So these ones, I'll make them and wrap them. Let me go get my wax paper. Hey Google, set a timer for 8 minutes. It did not. Okay, I'm gonna make...
Okay, 8 minutes.
Perfect.
And that's starting now.
Thank you. I'm gonna just roll these in wax paper. And like I said, if I don't end up doing them, you can stick them in the freezer. If you use the wax paper, they won't stick together. You don't have to. You can put them on a cookie sheet and then just freeze them solid and then put them into a bag. Whatever, either way, it works. So this will be good. And then these will be cooking. I got a little oil. I got my eggs boiling. I see my pasta. Let me add pasta too. I have 7 extra burritos. That's crazy. Well, there was a time we made 100 of these bad boys. Bad boys. 100 of these. So, different time, different life. Put these in the refrigerator, and then let's check this stuff over here. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. This is a meal that Craig had discovered on his own and makes and really, really enjoys. No one in our house eats ribs. I can't say nobody. They will take them, I guess, if they're made, just not like if we don't eat a lot of pork. I do buy sausage, bacon, that kind of stuff, but not like a weekly thing. Some people do the pork roast. These are frozen solid. I was hoping to have that separate on its own, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. Let's do our best to separate. There we go. Anyway, so we don't do a lot of pork. Hold on. I don't know. We just don't. So I just don't like it. not a big deal. So but Greg likes ribs, so I usually try to have ribs for him every so often. And so this recipe, let's see, this is a pork rub and onion powder. Hold on, it's all like sticking. Where is my stuff? Silver's over there, so I would use like my chopsticks. So I'm gonna put this on here, I'm gonna rub it in so that it's got that rubbed in there really good. Well, the onion and pork rub. And then all you do is put sauerkraut on it and brown sugar. It's interesting, that tastes delicious. Like I'm not a big, like I don't like this stuff, but the mixture of that, the brown sugar and the sauerkraut is so, so delicious. So I'm just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna kind of do our best. There was my timer. Okay, yeah. So the tortillas I just flipped around, and then my eggs, shut up, I have to put those in. I gotta get, I need a knife. I'm gonna put in sauerkraut. I bought some sauerkraut at this, I don't know where I got this little one at. Remember I couldn't find any at, and I had to buy Walmart. Okay, sauerkraut, I do like sauerkraut. We've made sauerkraut, it's delicious. I like buying it. I usually do the, oh, is that the sweet one? Hold on. Okay, but I guess if it has the brown sugar, it's okay. So let me get this one. This I got at the discount store for $1.50. It's the same one, I think. Didn't I get this at Walmart? So $1.50 back in the discount store. What was it at Walmart? I don't even know. Some of you pay way better attention than I do, so I don't even know what the price was, but I think we usually get like a bag of sauerkraut and then use that, but I guess the jar has got a lot of sauerkraut in it. So I'm gonna put this on here. So if I were to make some, I would make some separate and not with the pork in it and put the brown sugar. This is good. Could I do a little dish of it tonight? Sure, hold on. We bought that right there. And then it's brown sugar. Yeah, I know it's not super healthy, but the more you put on it, it makes it like candy, pineapple almost. It'd be nice to do like a dish of just the, like I would do sausage, like kielbasa with the sauerkraut. Doesn't that sound good? Sausage and kielbasa. But with some of the brown sugar in that, that'd be really good. So I'm just basically gonna coat this. Let's just make sure there's enough sugar. I'll make sure there's plenty of sugar. Lots of sugar. So that, keep it cooking all day. I'm gonna turn it down. Just do it on low. Perfect. Okay, my pasta, don't make me messy, the pasta is ready to get in the sink and cool off. So I'm gonna do my eggs real quickly. I have a sink full of dishes right now. I was not cleaning as I go because there was a lot going on. So I'm just gonna quickly, let's see if these feel good. Sometimes the eggs are awesome, sometimes you're like, why? The last few times they've turned out really good. I've been doing eggs for years. It didn't matter what I did. The Instapot was good most of the time, and then sometimes it wasn't. And I'm like, I remember for Lauren's little showers and stuff, we had to do eggs, and they like, and I did it like I normally always do, and they totally did not work out. So, you know, it's good. So these are sticking a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna do my best to just peel all away is the stuff, because I need a clean spot in my sink because my sink is full, and I've got to get some pasta in here for it. Actually, some are peeling. I think like the ones on the top, you know, that stick out just a little bit, don't do as good a job. So let me peel these. We're going to do 20 things at once because that's how life goes. Turn this on. Oh, burners on. Make sure you shut your burners off. I'm going to put olive oil in here. And then what I'm going to put in here is chicken and broccoli. We do this all the time. Is this one off? Okay, so those are good. This one is from Aldi. So we haven't tried this one, but Kirkwood one. Who knows where the scissors are? Let's try their chicken though. There's a lot of chicken, I just realized. I'm planning on having, I don't mind having a bigger amount of this. Okay, that's a lot of chicken. That was a lot of chicken. That was a good price for what that was. I'm going to do that and 2 things of broccoli because And this will be a nice dinner for tonight, and then we can have it for lunch the weekend. Oh, that's a lot. That's like a whole pot right there. But winter, and everybody loves it. Nini lid. Right down here is the lid. So we'll put salt and pepper in there in a little bit. Let that cook up. Let's go over and do our macaroni salad. This is Grandma Sandy's macaroni salad. Very simple. It's literally just the pasta. There's like, it's one of those things where it gets liked and then it doesn't get liked. So I'm just making a small batch because it's basically for Greg and his ribs. So I'm just gonna do that for him, and then he just likes cucumbers in it. I put a few tomatoes because it looks better with tomatoes, but I know he doesn't really like the tomatoes. He'll eat it. That's how Mom made it, but just, you know, make it look good besides green. So I'm gonna cut these up, put them in here, and put Miracle Whip, salt and pepper, easy. Okay, moving right along. Got some dishes washed, so my sink is clean. Waiting on the pasta and broccoli, or the broccoli and chicken. Didn't even have the burner on. I'm like, that's you need to turn on. That's a problem. So I'm gonna make a kale salad. This is something I bought kale to make. I had a lot of those bag salads. We ate all those up. So now it's time to have the kale. So that's a good way to do easy salads. Easy. You can make them all. You can make every single thing yourself. I promise you. But it seems like I smell stuff. But I bought the bags. Convenience, easy. It worked, and then now I can have the kale. So then I'm also drinking this. Remember those little drinks I got from Factor? They apple beet ginger. That's actually a good flavor. I like beets, and that's actually really good. So sometimes you're like, is this good? It's good. Apple and beet and ginger. Not too bad. So let's chop up the kale is already washed, so I'm just gonna cut it up so I can put it in a bowl. I'm gonna put cranberries in mine, cashews, and Parmesan cheese, and some poppy seed dressing. That's it. Making mine easy. You can do whatever kind of flavor you like. I just will like that. We hear you. Oh. So I've seen people take their kale and massage it. I'm like, why do you need to massage it? So I did a quick Google, and it says to do it, it helps to make it tender and you're able to digest it easier. So that definitely pushed that right down. So that's really good. So I am just gonna put cranberries in mine. Let's see, I guess it'd be like the crunchy kale salad I get from Sam's. Sometimes I put cucumbers in mine, and I'll put nuts in mine just because I like that. Parmesan cheese. Feta cheese would probably be a better choice, but I don't have any feta, and that's okay. But I do have a lot of Parmesan cheese because I bought some and I had some before. And I'm putting cashews. I'm going to put whole cashews in, and I can deal with the crunching later. So this is going to be great. Look at that. So here it is. I'm just going to keep this. Should I put my dressing on it? I don't have to. I'll probably eat this up for sure today. Let me get the dressing. I love that. I forget how much I like kale salad. I like the kale salad in the bag that Sam's Club has, but I do like making it myself because I like cashews. You can be intentional and add whatever you want to it. So if this is going to go in the refrigerator, I'll be eating this today. I could have put, what we have is the cheeses from our charcuterie. Maybe cutting up some of that Gouda cheese would have been really good too. Okay, this is good. This is my broccoli and chicken. It's cooked right down. I'm probably just gonna do this right here and just mix it all in a big pan over here. You just want it salt and pepper easy. I put some of that garlic stuff in here as well. Actually back over here because I can mix it up. These are great. I'm gonna, ooh, that's a little toasty. A little toasty. I'm gonna put this in my pan, which I'm gonna show you in just a second. I only have one set of hands. I dump this in here. And then we'll pour the pasta in here. I'll put a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick and put Parmesan cheese. Delicious. So I'm gonna keep on moving. I was gonna run Brooklyn to work, but Jaden said that she would take her. I got a fly in here. I need to kill that fly. Jensen, come get the fly swatter in my bathroom there. We can try to kill that fly flying around. I'll put him to work. So I'm like, okay, what more do I have to do? So I need to make cream soups. We do our own cream of chicken and our own cream of mushroom. And do you have to? No, but the reason why I do it is because I can make it with lactose-free milk so that everybody can enjoy it. Because we do use that in a lot of recipes. It's cheaper to buy the canned stuff at the store, like with regular milk, but the lactose-free, dairy-free, it would be not like a mixing. She's going nuts. So I think it's what's it gonna be? Lizard. So what I'm gonna do is I got my food processor out. We're gonna puree everything because that's the kind of day. I got 2 pots over here. Hold on. I'm just gonna chop up my onions, put them in here. I'm gonna just puree them as much as I can and stick them in the pot. Don't mind mixing. So over here I put a little bit of the onions I had chopped up yesterday. More onions, and there's a couple tomatoes just got thrown there because they were mixed in. It'll cook, so it's no big deal. Let me add these to the pan over here. So what I'm gonna do is I have, okay, normally I like to add a little bit of carrots to my chicken one. I don't have any fresh carrots. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the carrots out of here just to add it, because when it purees it and then when it mixes in, it gives a little bit of orange color. So I'm just gonna put those in here. I was gonna do ×2 on my soup, but I'm gonna do ×3 because there's a lot. This is just chicken pureed up with the carrots, so it makes it a little bit oranger. It just helps the color. So the chicken is in there, so what I'm gonna do now is put mushrooms in here for the cream of mushroom. I have a bag of frozen mushrooms that I thawed enough. There's the frozen salad, let's see. Let me add my regular mushrooms in there. You just puree them up. Sometimes you have to add a little bit of water just because, you know, they're like not, they're a lot harder. Well, we'll see, actually, I don't know. Because I don't think I've pureed them in my new Ninja. They might be easy. My other one, it seems like I had to add some water a few times to help it, you know, get moving a little bit. But this, you might not have to. Let me shove it as much as you can. Shove in the Ninja. Let's see how that goes. Can you shove and make it work? Let's see. Oh, it's overfilled. No. Did mix it up really good. That was pretty full. Let me put that in another pan. So I have a lot of that chicken stuff. I have a lot of the mushrooms. So I thought, why don't I just make a bunch? The other stuff, I feel like it lasts me, what, a month, maybe 2 months? can't remember the last time I made the cream mushroom soup. Probably 2 months. Probably 2 months, because I think I froze these other mushrooms from the last month. So, and I think I still have 2 more in there. So I was mixing this up. This is gonna be a whole lot. But the bad thing is, I don't have as many small containers anymore. So as I'm pouring them extra butter in there, I'm like, So I'm gonna have to do mine and probably put it in some Ziploc bags as well, because that is gonna be my, and I was gonna do some refried beans too. So I'm thinking ahead. I'm like, So that'll be fine. So what I've got peppers here. I'm probably just gonna puree these up and put them in the freezer. I was like, should I puree them up with onions in the freezer? But do I just chop them? Or do I just chop them if we need them for recipes? There's so much easier in the food. Let me just clean the food processor real quick, because I've got mushrooms. I'll puree them real quick and just put them in a bag. That'll actually work. Put these peppers in it. So I'm at my second week of groceries right now, so I don't have anything else to put with this. You get them and you think you're gonna use them, and you don't. So I'm going to just throw my food processor, just puree them up real quick. Puree them, you know, mince them up. Okay, there's a lot of soup stuff going on over there. Wait, hold on one sec. Lots of stuff cooking. I gotta get some containers out. Okay, so I'm thinking, because again, I don't have all my containers, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta get creative here. Peppers are one of those things, and onions, they do make your freezer smell. Yeah, they do. They double bag them. So what I'm gonna do is, I have these glass jars. So this is just pureed peppers. I'm gonna show it to you. It's pureed peppers, because normally those peppers will go in the garbage. I guarantee you, people throw them in the garbage. They do. So for a recipe, you can just pull them out and use these. So it's red, yellow, and green. Then if I'm making something like, whatever, Italian, I can just pour one of these out, have it be thawed, and add it. And then I'll put the lid on it. That will make that not smell up my whole freezer. So I'm gonna just put in my little containers. I don't think I'll have too many. We'll see how many we do here. Okay, let's come over here and get this stuff taken care of. So this is chicken. This one is going to be cream of mushroom soup. So I've got a whole lot here, a whole lot. So what I'm gonna do, we're doing things different because I got so much. So we're gonna add some salt and pepper, a little bit more. And then this had butter in it. I did it ×4. We put chicken in there. I put the pureed carrots because that's all I had. The frozen ones, and I did put a couple red pepper. Normally I do not put that in there. We just did not have any. So you do what you can do for it. So this is chicken bouillon. I'm gonna just add this. I'm gonna do this here because I'm not gonna be adding any liquid like water, like chicken broth to mine. I'm just gonna be adding milk to it. So I'm gonna stir that in so it mixes up real good. Do a taste. Normally this would be 8 extra cups of liquid. We're not doing that. So here we go. We're gonna add all of our flour. You ready? How many, hold on. Hey Google, how many tablespoons is in a cup?
1 cup is equal to 16 tablespoons.
Oh, so we just need 2 cups of flour, even better. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this in here and stir it in. That even solved that so much better. So just stir this. I'm gonna do 1 and then I'll do 2. And then we'll do the back one. This is a real simple way to make a whole lot of cream of chicken soup. I'm just gonna stir it. It's gonna get real thick. That's what you want. And then I'm gonna add my lactose milk. So how many cups? You're adding 3 cups, but we said I would have to add 12 cups. I'm not doing 12 cups. I'm gonna see here. So this is where it takes a while to stir in because you're kind of going slow. I'm thinking, let's see, 1. I obviously can only add so much that's gonna fit in the pot. So this is 3. Let's do 4. And we will go from there. Hopefully I can do at least 6. That'll be at least twice. Then it will be a lot thicker. So you just basically slowly stir this. This is just cooking over here in the butter. Nothing wrong with that. So you slowly do this, and then I'll probably add a couple more in there. Well, how many was that? 6? 6, right? Yes. So then this will be nice and thick, so then when you do have it in recipes, just add more liquid or add more milk, either way. A little whisker thingy would probably come in handy right now. What's that thing called? The immersion blender. I wonder if that would be too thick. Let me see, because I should add, so that would be 8 cups of milk right there. How many do I have to add? 12. I think I can get away with right there. Let me get my immersion blender and see if that will work. This might be a little bit easier here. And like I said, if you want to do it for meals, do it, you know, just more liquid. Made. Hold on, we got no room right here. Look at that. I have no spoon. The spoons are on the table. I think I'm just using a spatula that works. My favorite's when you don't turn your camera on. So that is good back there. I've got just kind of had on low so it can kind of, it'll thicken up a little bit more. Delicious. It looks like the greatest tasting. Like this looks look at that cream of chicken soup, nice and thick. It's beautiful. Got a little bit of carrots and I make it orange. So then this right here, I added beef broth to beef bouillon, the Knorr stuff, and then a little bit of salt and pepper. So this you're gonna add 2 cups of flour, right? I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about being smooth because I got the immersion blender here. Just plop in 2 cups. This is perfect. And I gotta get some milk and pour that in. This is so good. Let me go get my milk. What do we add? 8 cups? I'm sure you don't even need to measure. It's probably 8 cups right in this, right? There it is, because it's, I was thinking how big it is. Normally I would stir this all in, but I'm not gonna worry about it because, yeah. Or was it 6 cups? It was 6, because that's a whole jug. And Jensen had some cereal, so it was just 6. Okay, perfect. So stir this as best you can, and then get your immersion blender out. I bet you. Let's see. Let's just see if we can do the immersion blender. Let's skip the whole stirring it all. Soups are good. The one in the back, this chicken is kind of sitting a little cool a little bit because I have to put it in bags. Front one I still have on is kind of thickens and gets a little bit more thick. I'll just have to, because it thickens and thicker, I'll just keep stirring it. So I have a few more things to make that I'm out of, and one of them is refried beans. We basically, it's not a refried bean. Technically, it's basically pinto beans, and we just puree them in the food processor. I know it's not, some people refry them, some people add bacon, grease to it. There's a lot of stuff they do. My kids just like them plain. They'll have canned stuff too, but when they have these, they're just used to the plain taste of it, so we just like it. So I'm gonna put in, I'm thinking, this is something I will not do today because it'll take a while to cook. Since I only have maybe half a container, I'm thinking, I'll rinse these out and then add water and just plug it in, let it cook. Tomorrow, I'll leave out my food processor. If it gets done tonight, it may. Probably not, we have to go out tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to finish these. I can finish them tomorrow. So I'm just gonna rinse these, add water, let those sit, and it's like slow cooker, we'll just cook them nice and tender. Okay, so I've had my oven on for a little bit, so I need to make sure I get my cookies in. I'm like, the oven's going. I need to cookies, yeah, these are cookies. Greg likes these ones, he liked them for a long time. So try to make them as much as I can. So I'm just gonna get a batch in real quick, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make my own taco seasoning and fill up my chicken bouillon and beef bouillon containers. Now we like the I don't even know, it's the yellow one with the red, is it El Paso taco seasoning? I think that's the one I got at the discount store cheap. I could always find the discount store cheap. I know it costs, it's like $5, $6 a container, and everyone keeps saying make your own, and we did. We used to make our own for years, and then like my kids like that flavor of it. So I was like, okay, Well, then we moved here, you know, and groceries are, you know, a lot more so than what we're used to. So I was like, I'll make my own. So I did. The first couple times I used the McCormick recipe online, and we liked that. Well, then I was talking to my girlfriend, and we had someone, we were up at her house, and they make their own because they have food allergies in their family. And so my kids didn't mind that. And so I was like, I'll make that. So I did that. But this time I had a big container of it, and of course I probably could have added too much of one spice or something. And they were like, oh, I don't really like that. So I think I'm gonna go back to what we know for this oven. Sometimes, you know, it's good just to, okay, because it's not like favorite. So it's gonna be one of those things that I choose not to eat everything. And that's a lot of taco seasoning, and I like to make enough to put in my little container. So I'm gonna do mine with the McCormick recipe, so you can go online and get the McCormick one. Today I'm not putting recipes on the screen. Sometimes I usually try to. I didn't for a little bit, and the reason why is because I edit in the same day and like it's really busy. So if I don't put recipes on the screen, it's because my day was busy. That's all. When we moved in here, it was crazy. I couldn't put them on there because I do it all in one day. So editing takes about another 2 to 3 hours to edit one video. So when you're already super busy, 3 more extra hours on top of filming, which takes time out of your day, yeah, I just skipped that on some. So I apologize for those times. So today I'm not going to either. So these are on my blog. You can go link below. Go to my blog. They're free. You don't even have ads. There's no ads over there. You can go get them. You can get them from my cookbook. You can buy that if you'd like. Just support the channel. And but they're on my blog for free as well. So it's just all over there. Just makes it a little bit, because today is busy. I'm going to be done. I have a whole day still. I still have kids' school, house pickup, everything we have to do, and run out, get broken from work, spend time with my kids, do all the mommy things, and then we head out to our event tonight. So it's still a busy day today. So that would be the reason I didn't. So I apologize. I'm not doing anything that's like too newer, so I think that if you want the recipes, I've been making them before. I'd always say what they are when I make them. So, okay, now let's do this. This is just the McCormick website. 2 taco servings. Can they double it somehow? No. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this in a bowl. I'll probably that's gonna have to triple it, quadruple it. These are all teaspoons times 10. I should like measure it out. Hey Google, how many teaspoons is in a half a cup?
0.5 cups is equal to 24 teaspoons.
So times 5. All right, so we could do that. These aren't even half a cup, it's a third of a cup. All right, let's do times 5, right? Times 5. Okay, let me do that. So this is on their website. I'm probably gonna have to get my bigger containers. I'm gonna mix it all in the bowl. So Google has got your answer for you. You really don't even need to do anything. So 6.25 teaspoons. So I'm gonna let me just pour this in here. 2, 3, 4. Let me just mix this in here. I'll ask Google all the answers. Taco season is one of those things that everybody has their preference for how they like it. To me, that tastes pretty good, so I'm gonna be hopeful. I have a whole container of it, which will last me a couple months. So if it's not good, you know what I do? I add a can of chili beans to if I'm doing taco meat. If it tastes a little too much, like I know the kids aren't gonna eat it, that's what I add to mine. You know what I was just thinking? I think there was hot pepper flakes in the last recipe I used. Was there an Old El Paso one? I think it's called Old El Paso. Taco seasoning, Old El Paso, I bet. Let's just see. Copycat. Let's see. Okay, I guess it's just cayenne pepper added to it, but we can always add more. I've got lots of spicy stuff. You guys supply us with a lot of spicy things to add to our food, so I think this will work. And I like that this has a little bit of cornstarch to it, because when you do put it in your meat, you want it to kind of stick to it a little bit and be thicker. So this is good. I got my whole, can you see any of that? Probably not. I'm filling my whole thing up here. I didn't intend on filling these up, but I guess that's what I'll do today while the cookies are going, because it's just filling these things up. Okay, so taco seasoning right there. That's a good thing. And our chicken bouillon right here. I like to fill these ones up. I used to just keep the big containers because I had a walk-in pantry and it worked good. But this house is different, and that's quite all right. Change is good, different is good. So I just fill these up. I go get my beef one now. Fill my spice things, but I don't think I'm going to today. Let's save that for like another day next week. I'll put a note on my refrigerator over here to, wipe off the spice containers real good and fill them up. I think that's gonna work. Because what else do we have to do today? Let's put all this away here. Oh, there's more. There's the paprika. Okay, so I've got two more things to do. I've got a cantaloupe here to cut up, but if I don't cut that up, it'll be okay. One of the things I wanted to make this month, I kind of planned different treats, snacks, and stuff, and was gonna make them tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing one for the weekend. I just wanna make it tomorrow because it's more fresh. Today, I wanna do energy bites. I haven't done these in a long time, and I have coconut, and I have all the stuff I need. Just need to do it. It's one of those things where you have to make a million balls, and you're like, ugh. I know some people do them in a pan and cut them up that way. The kids eat them. I want to be able to freeze mine and not have to make the balls, but I was just thinking I could do like reusable cupcake liners, then I wouldn't even have to make them into balls. I might get those out because I'm not looking for it. The reason I'm like kind of keep putting this off, I'm like, I don't even want to make the balls. The kids could come down and do it too. They're doing some other things upstairs. So cupcake liners, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna measure in here, mix it all up. It's yummy. When the mess is over there, you can just turn around over here. So I am going to make little balls. I'm like, this is nice and sticky. They'll go real quick. I'm gonna make a bunch, and I think I'm gonna do one more batch of these because they do good freezing. And the honey, I got a few. I know honey lasts for a long time, but I got the honey. I got it at Costco. So that was when we first moved here. And then I don't mind using up the stuff. So we'll freeze them. These are something the kids like. It's not a bad thing. And they're nice and, I think I usually always add too much dry ingredients. But not today. This actually worked out. I did it right. As I was adding them, I started counting. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a 1 cup measuring cup, and I only need to add, a half a cup. So I had to re-catch myself. But this is good. So just make some balls, put them on a cookie sheet like this, freeze them solid, and then put them inside a Ziploc bag. They work great. You can put them in a container too. My kids love them. We've been making these since the older kids were little. The only difference was flaxseed. It was before they knew flaxseed, you should grind it up. So it was all like the seed. And so it was just how they had the recipe, but now they know it's better to grind it up because they're evolving and everything changes over time and everybody's opinion changes and all their good stuff. So the only difference is this is ground up. So I'm just gonna put this right here. My cookies came out of the oven, looking good. I'm like, it's only 11:30. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I've been in the kitchen all day. I really haven't. I didn't start till a little bit later, and I also, Fridays are always longer, so this way we'll get done, and then I will be able to do the school with the kids that they have to do and get up the rest of my day. So, hey, Steven. All right, I'm thinking I made enough today. And I didn't even cook for the whole weekend, which is crazy. But a lot of the stuff I made was for extras and stocking up the staples. So we've got 3 huge pans of these little energy bites, and I made them way bigger. So probably about as many as we used to make back in the day. They will freeze, they last for a long time in the freezer. We like them. Cookies are in the oven. I got all the dishes washed. Oh my goodness, so many dishes. And then I've just got to put the soups away. Kids kind of came in and ate burritos. And I'm going to put those in containers, and then we'll put those in the freezer. I just got to see how many I get. And I think I'm done. I am done for the day. So we are going to finish up. We got chores, life, school, all those things to get done. And then we're going to be grabbing Brooklyn from work, and then we will head out to her a little bit tonight. So what I'll do is I'll come back tomorrow, and I'm going to get up in the morning and make some fun things for the weekend as well. Even though I cooked today all day. And then we still need to eat tomorrow. We just have the noodles for tonight. We can eat that tomorrow, but I want to have a different dinner for tomorrow night. And then bring you along for what we do for the weekend, because I always like to bring you along, share the new sights of Florida, the different life things that we do here. So come back Monday, and we will finish up this Gather Your Fragment weekend. So you have a fantastic, I'm talking the best, no matter what people say, no matter what people do, no matter who disappoints you, no matter who tries to take you down. Remember who you are in Christ, where you stand, the reason why you do what you do. You know what? Being confident in who God has called you to do, that makes all the difference. Yeah, people can try to come against, the enemy can try to come against and bring you down, but guess what? There's no pushing you over, because God is so much bigger than all those forces. Even though those forces seem like a lot sometimes, just remember God is bigger, and He is right there to fight your battles for you, to keep you going. So have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will see you again on Monday for another video. All right, see ya. Bye.